Tired?
Oh, wow. Look out here. Hey.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Once again, it's about that time. Talk that stuff. It's Talk That Stuff time, number 133. Along with Talk That Stuff, we have the panel. We have the infamous panel. Let's meet the panel. Let's meet the panel. Up first from Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's give a salute to Black Man.
Hello.
Up next, in North Carolina right now, one of the hardest working men on the panel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Dap Down That Music.
Damn, he working.
Hard at work. We'll get back to him. Up next, from Memphis, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Tay Lee, a.k.a. Gigahertz.
Peace.
Up next, from Detroit, Michigan. This is first time on this year. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Bill. Up next, from Flint, Michigan, just getting back into town after some R&R. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Wallace.
Oogla from Thundar the Barbarian is in the house.
Up next, from the town, Oakland, USA, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the notorious RTO.
What up, blood? Hey, man, you best be running up my cash. I need my $5. $5 goldfish buster.
Shout out to that buster. Up next, from Saginaw, Michigan, home of the Saginaw Busters. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the notorious That Plus Girl.
Peace. We the home of the Busters.
Damn.
That's what he said.
I didn't mean it like that. Shout out to Saginaw. They got nothing but love for you. I'll be in Detroit in August. Up next. No disrespect for Saginaw. Home of the Saginaw Pirates. It's Saginaw, USA. Salute. Home of Draymond Green. Home of the Blesses. Peace. Salute. The Bowens family. What's good? We family. Don't want no smoke. I don't want it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta go mute.
From Neptune, New Jersey, now in Florida, I am DJ WIDEBODY, And let's just talk that stuff. Number 133. Let's get it. Let's go.
Come on, dog. What do you be
Yeah,
on?
man. That. Now I'm talking about blood. That shit was hella saucy, my nigga.
Oh my God.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Another Sunday here, the 17th of February. We're here for another week of Talk That Stuff. Number 133. We're closing in on the 3-year anniversary of Talk That Stuff. We started April 2nd of 2016. It was the first episode. I looked like a deer in headlights for a couple of months, but we got it rolling. We got a solid panel. We got a lot of discussion. We have fun on here. We talk about issues. We do all kind of shit. Where you want to be on Sunday nights. Thank you for everyone tuning in on the chat or on our panel or catching us on the playback. Tonight we're gonna play a game of what if. We're gonna be asking what if certain situations, and you guys will give your thoughts on that and what if. Dap Dunlap, if you hear me, man, come off mute. Had to throw you on mute. Was getting some feedback from you, man. So if you're not hearing me, you take yourself off the mute, man. And had to mute you when I muted somebody else. But what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Ashley.
Man.
Chilling, man.
Everybody, Ashley.
Replacing
I'm
the battery.
lightweight. I'm lightweight caking in this bitch.
Caking.
You know what I mean?
Or who had
Right
laptop issues? Didn't somebody have some laptop issues lately? Did they get that shit straight?
I got a battery issue in my studio laptop I'm replacing. That's it. But that ain't shit.
All right.
So you back home now?
Yeah. Made it home today.
Okay.
I was got them express tickets. Shit. 50 cents.
So how? No, go ahead.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Y'all hear about the 50 cent shit?
No, about
No.
TMZ?
They said 50 Cent considering legal action after NYPD commander investigated for telling other officers to shoot him on sight.
Yeah, I saw
Damn.
that.
That's
Wow.
crazy. But you know,
shoot him on site for what?
that's a good question. But you know, you
'Cause
remember
he's
back
50 Cent.
Prodigy, they wanted Prodigy to give him something on 50. 50 really never been in trouble since he been 50.
Mm-hmm.
He,
It's true.
50 really been, I don't dudes about his business, I guess, but they really don't like 50, man. They've been trying to get 50 out of there for a while.
So that's like on some hip hop police shit.
I can't stand it.
He was He said he was scheduled to attend an NYPD boxing match that night in the Bronx, according to the source. During a roll call inside the precinct, Gonzalez allegedly told his officers that they should shoot him on sight.
They did a real thing. They could get J. Cole on the pier.
All I want to know is, can I get some of them
Like he on the
popcorn?
pier, yo.
Let me ask y'all this. What are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on Floyd Mayweather and his stance on the whole Gucci shit?
I can't read, so I don't.
I mean, I think it's out of touch. I think he's. I mean, I think that he has the trappings of wealth.
Yeah.
And I think that he's out of touch with people with the truth about what's really going on out here, man.
Yeah, that's sad, man.
Personally,
I mean, that's just leaving. You get a little money and you're gone, man. You don't even come back to. I don't know, man. I just don't like his whole stance.
Man, it's for me.
I had a good debate on those.
Go ahead,
I mean,
man.
I ain't with it. My bad. I mean, like, I'm not with it. But I had a debate. One of my good friends over it, and he was they basically said, that he earned his way and he could do what he wanted. And I'm like, but for stuff like that, my personal opinion, that's why you can't really consider him the GOAT, because the thing that makes people the GOAT when it comes to stuff like that is them taking on stuff outside of themselves, not the accolades they could amass on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like Wallace was saying, like, stuff don't click, but that could very well be you. You know what I'm saying? Money and all, and you can be a prisoner of where you at. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Yeah,
I guess I look at it like dude is realistically, he's literally trapped by how much money he got.
Mm-hmm.
and he playing the role of a character, man.
Right.
To keep it 100, and it's
He's
sad. It's sad as hell. My fault. Go ahead, man.
nah, man. For me, I see you made that choice to play that character. It's not like he ain't got motherfuckers to tell him who could keep him grounded and shit. He got all kind of motherfuckers that's around him and letting him know, hey man, you know what's going on and this and that, whatever. He chooses not to give a fuck about it. He chooses to motherfucker pop bottles to do dumb shit and to spend a meal on dumb shit and whatever. Just like when that damn shit Yuck posted, a lot of shit he was saying some bullshit, but there was some truth to what he was saying. Like there's opportunities that Floyd could do for his city, like putting a boxing ring, if anything that. He could be helping motherfuckers with water and shit. Like there's all kind of shit he could be doing with his money.
True.
But he choose not to because he's Floyd and he is putting on this persona of that. But at the same time, there's a time to be super coon fucking man 24/7, or you can be on some shit on and off. Like you could be your personification and you could be the real man that you're not supposed to be, but you could be on some real shit too. Like this time's to turn it on and off.
It's arrogance, though. I mean, I think it was so arrogant of him to be like, man, fuck that. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm shopping at Gucci. Fuck what y'all talking about.
Right.
And then go and spend $400,000 on the shit.
It's the same,
protest.
but it has, you know, the more I think about it, it has less to do with probably his own ideas about materialism and shit, but more to do with the fact that we live in a trolling ass culture right now, dog.
Yeah.
Just like when people was trying to get R. Kelly out of there, you got motherfuckers on social media and they listening to R. Kelly like, man, fuck that.
Fuck that.
They listened to R. Kelly in 15 years.
Right.
So it's trolling culture, man. And it's sad and it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like for him, man, I just whatever. Do your thing, shit.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
I really don't care.
We hear you now.
All right.
I don't give a shit.
Would
you say you don't care?
That's just it.
What's your thought?
I ain't got no thought. I don't care. It's Floyd.
Right. I just think that he's not powerful.
He's powerful. I mean,
you say
he got power and he got a position, but he chose to be ignorant, arrogant,
right?
Because he got money, and everybody else don't have the financial stability that he have. He think it's cool. So
I mean, he could be powerful, but he don't because he don't do shit with his money.
Right.
If he was actually doing shit in the community, he could be powerful as fuck.
Exactly.
I mean, the only thing, but because he got PBC, so he is powerful in that regard.
Well, I mean,
cornered the market on that aspect, but I get what you're saying as far as leaving an impact.
I mean, but truth be told, we don't know what the fuck he do with his money. He might be putting kids through college. Who knows? But at the end of the day,
perception is everything.
You choose. You pick exactly. You pick and choose when to open your mouth about, because everything that you say got power, and he didn't have no obligation to do anything.
Right.
He could have just been like, I'm just doing me, because he wasn't the only one. And Antonio Brown said something kind of silly about the whole thing. But it goes back to this whole. I know, and I'm learning so much, man. I'm learning about, all this shit that's being I'm learning all this shit that's being implanted about the negative side of hip hop and what people in hip hop say and this, that, and third. The shit is all connected to deeper shit. It's all connected.
Bless you.
Have you guys read the statement?
No. What's up with that?
He wrote a statement. Well, hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Is it a real statement or?
Not the one in 50.
It was a real statement.
There's a real statement that's
okay.
I don't think he wrote it. I think
BG.
Somebody from his team. Yeah, somebody from his team did it, and it's so contradictory that what I'm saying. But it's like I was saying, I've said so many times before. we'll never get to a place where we can actually practice true solidarity because we value different shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We instead of us banding together for one common cause, that we selfishly pick and choose what we want to be outraged about, or what we want to stand for and get behind or whatever. Just like with football, with the whole Kaepernick shit. Like so many niggas told me, well, I've been rooting for this team for blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna keep watching it because hey, niggas gonna do this, niggas gonna do that, blah blah blah. But that's not the point. What you did was validated a reason for you to continue to do the thing that you feel comfortable doing. So it's the same thing that Floyd did with Gucci. Same thing as niggas did with football. Because we don't have that solidarity mindset when it comes to things that affect not only us but everything that got something to do with us.
This is what I was saying, that we should, for those who haven't heard that album, I mean the joint that Royce did, he was basically speaking about that.
Didn't know.
Field nigga joint,
Field Negro.
Yeah, Field Negro, yeah. He was addressing that. It was basically what Hurst just said.
Okay.
I can't even explain it all, but you just gotta listen to it. Like he was touching on a lot of subjects, but that was pretty much the main thing.
I haven't heard that yet, man.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good, but go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead. Good.
I just, I went out of town this week, and and I just was just tripping off, and I put something on Facebook about it earlier. You know what I'm saying? Disney got long money.
Oh, yeah.
Disney got Fox, ESPN, ABC, a stupid, ridiculous amount of money.
Iron Man.
And I'm looking at a few things. I'm looking at, the people the majority of people that's there are old people. 50s, 60s, you know what I'm saying? Old folks, who put their coins together and deal with and made a way to be able to take their kids or take their grandkids on this cruise. And I'm thinking about it. I'm always thinking about, my current position. Like, damn, am I where I need to be? Am I, what I'm saying? Am I stacking my chips the way I need to? And I'm always thinking like, what can I do to improve? And we was on our way back, and couple that had flew in or whatever, older folks or whatever, and they were talking about the fact that they travel a lot and they do this and they do that, and we pulled up to the
you tuning in, Wallace.
I'm about to say, you contact. You contact.
Make a long story short. They was driving real cheap.
Megatron.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to run that back again, Wallace, because
and then turn the start
now. You good now, but it keep going on and off.
So what I was saying was basically, in a nutshell, that you got to be careful about chasing after symbols of wealth. Because it be the rich motherfuckers wearing New Balance, wearing the $30 New Balance,
the Air Monarchs,
fucking the sweatpants and the billion buck jeans and shit. It be the rich motherfuckers that doing that shit.
But they don't give a fuck about all that other shit. That's us.
Exactly.
We're conditioned to think that that's our signs of success. You got a $300 Gucci belt. Oh, you out here getting money when don't nobody really give a rich motherfucker like dude on Warren Buffett, or the motherfucker on Virgin. You see this motherfucker be wearing flip flops and shit all day on his island.
David Branson.
Yeah, Branson. Yeah, he don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Nothing.
No one out here that's really doing this shit give a fuck. That's for lower middle class people to be tripping about. I'm at this level because I got this, and this is I'm better than you.
And it's just that a symbol because it doesn't reflect what your
true worth,
your true economic standing. So you know what I'm saying? Like you can go out here and buy a $300 Hermes belt, but shit,
you live at your grandma's house.
Yeah, be at your grandma's house. You ain't got $300 to even pay your car
Hell
note.
yeah.
But you got a Hermes belt.
Right.
Like 40 said, don't buy a $300,000 car before you buy a house.
Yeah. But we learn. Like I always tell my wife this, man, that we as black people we learn wrong because we're taught wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we make it. It's big business for us to be ignorant to certain ways of the world, certain metrics of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's lucrative, it's very profitable, and you know what I'm saying? It's like it keeps you in dominion. It keeps other people over, in the dominion over us. I'll put it that way. So, you go ahead and buy that Gucci belt. But people like Steve Gates and Bill Gates and what's my man who owned the Clippers? Like them dudes, they buying Brooks Brothers outfits from JCPenney with the regular penny loafers or the tennis shoe with the Velcro straps on it. Hey, and guess what? They can care less about how they look in terms of labels and brands because guess what? They're able to feed not only their kids, and anybody else who want to eat off of it.
Right.
Like that Gucci belt ain't going that Supreme motherfucking headband is not gonna be a legacy for your family.
Man, listen, real talk. I got a pair of Louis Vuitton sneakers that my mother-in-law bought me some years ago. And those, man, listen, I have had those shoes for so long that I've only worn them about, let's say, 5 times or whatever. Because they're suede, and just this past January, I messed around, man, and did pirouette or something, and I cracked the bottom of the sole.
Pirouette,
bro. I did something, man. I did something, but I must have power walked them too hard because the bottom sole, they dry rotted, they cracked or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, it's crazy that people actually spend this much money on stuff and
quality ain't thing.
I mean, I don't even quality that. Any shoe gonna do that if you don't wear these money.
What I'm saying is for the money that you spend on certain things, you're expecting longevity out of it. Like, if I go buy a pair of Louis Vuitton sneakers, bro, and I go buy, let's say, a pair of Vans, guess what? At the end of the day, if I wear both pairs of those shoes equally, they're gonna look the same. So again, I gotta apply logic to why am I actually putting the bread up for these? Is it just really for how it's made, how the shoe is made, how it's built, or am I doing it just so people can be like, look at me and do this, that, and the third?
Yeah. You buying them because them shits is comfortable, you like the way they feel, or you buying them shits just a stunt?
Just like the Balenciaga shoes, right?
Yeah.
Those are gotta be the ugliest shoes ever created, bro. But
people
are not buying them for comfort. Right. They're not buying them for comfort. They're buying them like Wallace said, they're buying them because it's a symbol of, hey, I got money. But really, you faking the funk out here because the money that you spent on them shoes, you could have had the stock option.
Right, I'm saying that you use that shit to triple your money if you really out here doing this shit. Like, instead of wasting it on some bullshit, you can invest to further get your shit along. But yeah, people aren't taught that shit. You got to come about that on yourself. Ain't no one. You ain't gonna be kicking it with nobody at the bus stop and, hey, young blood, you shouldn't have copped them damn them Ugamo boats. He should have used that shit on the damn THD stock.
He said Ugamos. Ugamo, god damn.
I say it like this. People are buying them motherfuckers are buying yachts the size of your fucking house.
I'm saying.
Bigger. Not even that though. Not even that though. You can take, it's not even accruing wealth. Because that has to come over time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about just the simple everyday. I'm trying to make smarter decisions on a daily basis.
Yeah.
To keep money in my pocket.
Right.
And that's what's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, you want to eat certain things, you want to go certain places, you want to do certain things, you want to try to. I'm just trying to be smarter, dude, and trying to be more disciplined. Because the margin for error for people like me, it ain't a lot.
Shit.
I would love to have a yacht, but I would love to have something like. But I don't even need that shit.
Shit, I'd be lucky to get a fucking paddle boat. Right
I'm looking at that shit after, when it's all said and done. When I'm done, I hang the cleats up, and you know what I'm saying, all my fruits of my labor and shit. That's it. If I ever, you know,
don't get it twisted though. I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the things that I want, but like Wallace was saying, I want to actually be more responsive. Because I mean, y'all know I cop shit all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some of the things that I want. Because as a beat maker, producer, musician, dude, I'm investing in myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are investments to me.
Yeah.
Although I can unload these things at any time, you know what I'm saying, you know, to get, you know, the value out of those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think the last time I sold some stuff, I actually ended up investing in some software that I actually use. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to enjoy the fruits. I mean, when you acquire your income is not supposed to be mainly built on you just spending money just to pay bills just to stay alive. Like you want to get some enjoyment out of it. Right? You know what I'm saying? You want to get some enjoyment out of some things, but you don't want to ever get to a point where you're trying to keep up with the Joneses and you end up living a lifestyle that you know that your income won't allow you to do.
Basically, man, so basically you have to stay within your means.
Right.
Exactly.
You can enjoy, you know, life, but stay within your means. You know, sit down and set yourself a budget. Sit down and think of the worst thing that could possibly happen. What if I have to go without one paycheck? Am I currently
fuck your whole shit up?
Yeah, am I currently living within my means right now? If that one paycheck disappeared for whatever reason, am I out here pawning shit and selling blood and semen and shit? You know.
Look, baby, come out cutting up like fun.
Daddy. But what he's saying is true. You know, people.
No doubt.
So, like, what he's saying on top of that, like, because, you know, I used to do finances. Like, the biggest thing is you always want to get yourself to a point where you have a survival account where if it hit the fan, you won't miss a beat until you can get back on your feet. And then ultimately, but in the same token, you want to enjoy life, like Digger said. But it's like a fine line because you have to constantly ask yourself, is what I'm buying,
do I need this?
Do I need it right now? Can I do without it, or will it better me to get to where I really want to be? If the purchase is something that's going to get you where you want to be, it's a valid purchase.
It's an investment.
But if it's a purchase,
right.
But if it's a purchase that's just like, oh, I'm being frivolous, then you don't really need it.
That's just like the way. It's like the waves, the waves shit that they
took the words right out of my mouth.
Man, I want to get that wave on them so bad, but I started thinking like, man, listen, you got enough shit, bro. You really need that? So guess what I did? I didn't copy it because I had to do a checks and balance. I had to loot to get it. Then again, should I invest in getting that bundle, or should I go look into my stock portfolio thing and put more money towards that?
It's about, see, I don't know. I'm cursed with buyer's remorse.
We all are.
So, but my remorse is pre-buyer's remorse. So I will talk myself out of a purchase and sit here and wait and like, I'm gonna catch it on sale. I wait, and then sometimes, I blow it. I miss it.
Hey, Clark, I'm the same dude. If I'm in Walmart and I start thinking too long, the ice cream might end up there with the gum and shit. I might leave right there.
They always say you should be able to sustain for 6 months. If you see you lose your job today,
6 months. 6 months.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be at least 9. You know what I'm saying, with everything. And
that's a lofty ass goal right there.
That's something to do. Man, I had that shit at one point, and life can definitely come take it.
No, hey. No, it's 3 months, and a money market account is your survival account. Because if it's in a money market account, it gains more interest than a savings account, and you can't take it out whenever you want to.
That's
you have to have a reason.
Get, really,
so,
out here these days.
Yeah. So if you save up 3 months of your bills in a money market account, the interest that you'll gain, assuming you never lose your job, will be enough to grow to that 6 month time frame.
This motherfucker now.
So what you want to do is do that, and then it makes it strict on you with a money market account because you can only withdraw like in certain time frames. Like you have to have a reason to take it out. You can't just like use it as an ATM. There has to be a reason to take that money out. Like, hey, I lost my job. I need to withdraw from my money market account. But you get a better return on your money by it sitting there. So if you establish a 3 month bills, money market account, savings account, you'll get to where you want to go, because assuming that you're not a dumbass and lose your job, or if nobody does like a corporate downsizing, venture capitalist type shit, you'll have the money just sitting there whenever you need it if anything does happen that's bad. So there you go.
No. I'd be like going like money market, like, yo, what's the reason? I'm broke now, motherfucker, right now. Shit.
But yeah, like you just can't go up there and be like, yeah, man, I need $20 out today. Nah, that's not
20 out there real quick.
Nah.
Let me get $13.75.
Nope.
I gotta get this chicken box.
Right.
I got the snack box real quick.
Yeah, me Clark stupid.
That's crazy.
What?
I say you stupid.
We're speaking on the he could be powerful if he, I don't know, man. For his accomplishments and what he's done. If Muhammad Ali had that same type of purse, money, when he was doing his thing back in the in the 60s and the 70s, if he had that same kind of shit, what's Floyd worth, like half $500 million? You think he would? I think Floyd.
Man, true champions have the true champions, whether it be sports related or like real life champions. Man, you got to be selfless. Like even like when you're a parent. When you're a parent, man, you have to be so selfless.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? You have to be selfless so other people that depend on you, man, so you can be that beacon for them. You know what I'm saying? If you're selfish, I mean, nobody's going to truly grow from that because you're thinking about yourself or that. And I don't have Floyd money, but I'm not going to single just him out, because you have a lot of athletes, man, when they make it, you know what I'm saying? And like when you make it, man, you don't owe nobody anything.
Nah.
But to that point, too much is given, much is expected.
Right.
And so, a lot of times when we get money like that, man, we forget our humble beginnings, and then we disassociate ourselves from what what most of us who are not wealthy, those situations that we go through every day. So they think like, well, since I got money, I shouldn't be going through that. So,
right.
Hey, hold on.
Hello? What's up, girl? Ain't nothing. Just nigga in here stressing, talking that old off the wall, back to Africa shit again. What, that God body shit?
Right. God body shit.
You know where the real niggas is popping the crystal. That's exactly what that shit sound like. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, hey, I think what's one thing that's good is.
Hey, I know white stuff.
Am I messing up again? One thing
no.
Run it, bro.
But I think the information. I think finally you have people in pockets at least that's trying to get this information in the hands of kids before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make kids competent about financial literacy. Hell, trying to make adults competent about financial literacy. It's a lot of shit I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Most of the kids, the crazy thing is, most of the kids is more on point than adults. And they actually care, but they're going to just go through life where your shit may not stay like that. I think adults is just kind of more autopilot. You see how the shit is stacked, depending on, you know, the industry that you in, you can fucking hang it up if you ain't got shit stacked already. Because that shit ain't going to improve to a degree. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you know, I mean, it's tough. It's definitely tough, but I was just talking to somebody the other day, man. You know, we can't. When I was growing up, I was told, you graduate from high school, you can go work in the plant. You know, you work for 30 years, you retire, and you live the rest of your life. That shit don't happen no more.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying to moms. I was like, yo, I said, the age she came up in, where people, you know, had jobs 20, 30, 40 years. Like, you lucky to have some shit for 67. If you are nowadays, you have to, you know, you kind of ended, and then you getting near the end of that rope, unless it's like something specialist driven, and that's if you get along with everybody that's there to a degree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tell my kids,
usually job hopping every 3 to 4 years. You know, for the ones that actually care about what they're doing, that's how it's going down.
Shit, I tell my kids, you ever get some money, don't be like Floyd Mayweather. For real.
Yeah, right.
Don't that.
Oh.
I mean, people think Shaq. Somebody, I saw this. People think, you know, Shaq is a fool.
Right. You know, fool, but how?
No.
A fool in a bad way or a good one?
Like they think he oafish. Like people might think that he oafish or whatever. But do y'all know the business moves this nigga done made?
Yes. Business savvy.
Yeah. I mean, super business savvy. Franchising, endorsements. It's just a ridiculous amount of paper. But he had a lot of capital too. He had a lot of notoriety.
Right.
You know, it's a lot tougher for.
He used his personality to sell shit the right way.
But he actually, you know, capitalized in the right way. You should say
his name.
You know.
I'm like, his shoes are still in Walmart, still getting money to this day.
Fuck Foot Locker. Me put my shit in Walmarts and shit.
I don't want to talk about them Shacks.
Right.
But I mean, but still, for people who had to go that route, he sold a shitload of them shoes.
Eddie,
I remember. Still,
I had some.
It's market research, bro. It's a market for that shit. Like when Marbury tried to do it, you know, it's a market for people who can't afford that shit.
But motherfuckers trying to herb them out too.
Right. I look at like I mentioned them earlier. I'm always looking at people's business models and what niche they trying to fit, because I really honestly don't believe that in 2019 that a person can, unless you got lightning in a bottle, it's hard to cake out selling music.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find some other service to offer, some other element of it, some other experience to offer to be able to make money. And so I'm always thinking about, like, who buy New Balance shoes? Old motherfuckers.
And
stop.
Because New Balance out
I got a closet full of New Balance.
I'm about to say, I don't know how many things I got.
Let me finish what I'm saying. When they first came around, they was older folk walking shoes.
And DC
they diversified their shit, and they became like a staple. A cultural staple.
No, they didn't diversify. I mean, the 574s, your older ones like that, those were running shoes.
Cats wore them. I got what you're saying, though, Wallace.
Yeah. I got what you're saying too. But then, like in the late '80s, they actually made high tops. They had basketball shoes. Cats was wearing ball shoes that were New Balance. New Balance wasn't just for old folks. Cause I remember the first pair I actually owned. My mom bought for me in '85 because she had got my sister a pair. And I was like, those are dope.
I got a pair. Yeah, I got a pair around that time earlier, probably in the mid '80s or something like that.
Like for out here, that was more Asics,
and they were about doing the 574s at that time.
James Worthy had a deal with New Balance.
He had a deal with them. Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
You remember Clyde Drexler had them Avias?
The Avias was trash though, man. Those shits was ugly as hell.
Hey, Wallace.
Yo.
You strike me as someone who will be interested in dude. Do you all know about Gary V?
No.
Yeah.
I think I know who he
is. Yeah, you might want to follow him on Instagram.
Gary V?
Yeah. I'll tag you in one of his posts, but yeah.
Oh, I know who that dude is. I know who he is.
Dude from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Yeah, you talk a lot of stuff that he be talking about a lot too, like self-motivator type stuff.
Oh, like, okay, yeah. Then I probably do know who that is.
Okay, you back around this way by any parts?
Yeah, man, I'm right here, bro. Thought you knew.
I mean, but think about it. Like, it's shit that niggas be dismissing.
Yeah.
It's shit that niggas be dismissing out here.
There, man.
But Wallace, you're absolutely correct. Did you see that social study that they did when they did the Payless? They brought all them Payless shoes.
Yep.
And the name was still Payless, but they kind of made it French, like Target. Like I call Target Target. They made it Payless or some shit like that. And Jokers was in there. They were in there buying Payless shoes for $800.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they told them, yo, these are Payless shoes. But the funny thing about it, besides the bouginess on that, is like, yo, the quality of them shoes, they all made in the same plants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just, when they start going down the assembly line, this one goes over here to get,
that one go over here.
This one go over here to get the end on it. You know what I'm saying? So
you paying for the brand name, not the actual quality of the product.
But I'm funny. I'm gonna go to New Balance. I'm not gonna go to Payless, but
hey man, you better hop on that BOGO.
You know what? That's crazy too, because I don't know if it's just me. I know we older, but I ain't gonna say Champion jumped out of nowhere, but
what? Oh, bro, me and my wife just had this conversation. We just had this conversation.
It's like niggas had a back to school sale in the middle of the year. Like, what the fuck? Like, everybody's rocking Champion. Yeah. It's like, I hope y'all not going and paying crazy prices for that. You better slap that motherfucking BOGO.
Hey, I wish you was here when we had this. I was like, why does it seem like everyone is just really on Champion like that now? It wasn't like that back in the day. Niggas wore it, but it wasn't like it is now. Like, it's just a fashion statement now.
But it
was like that before though. But niggas wore it, but it's not like it is now. Like motherfuckers is wearing Champion like Supreme and shit.
No. The way it is now was when I was in high school. We rocked Champion like that on the East Coast.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they used to wear.
We rocked. I mean, you didn't walk out the house with no Russell Wilson. I mean, Wilson.
Russell.
Russell Wilson. Athletic.
Whatever them shits was, you had to go find you.
Like we wore it. Like I mean, it had plenty of Champion fucking hoodies and fucking sweats and whatnot, but. That's not like I was like, oh man, I gotta get this Champion hoodie because this motherfucker clean. I was like, oh, I'm at fucking goddamn, what's the old name of the old shoe store, the big one that's closed down? Goddamn, Copeland's.
I ain't never heard of that shit.
I ain't never heard of it either.
West Coast.
It's a West Coast shit, whatever. But yeah, they had fucking Champion shit.
He out there, everybody.
Yeah, whatever.
But everything, man.
I'm about to go on some West Coast shit, but nah, it's.
Hey Clark, you know what else was popping with that Champion back in the day was if you had a discus sweatshirt too.
Yes.
Discus was on the low.
But Discus, I mean, if you look at that, I mean, like, we used to wear Benetton.
Come on, baby.
We used to wear Benetton and Spree, you know, so all of that shit was popping. All it's doing right now is just all it is now is just resurgent. That's all it is. Like, the Fila stores are now popping back up, like at the big outlet malls and shit. Like, you got a Fila store, and I was like, man, I remember when you couldn't. You know, it had its moment. I used to tell my kids because my daughter's really in the feeling now, and I'm like, yeah, it had its moment. And then I said, that it kind of
shit. Unless you was late on, you wasn't wearing that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But look, I remember hustlers in '88 wearing velour Fila suits with the cream Filas.
Exactly, exactly.
What's crazy is, man, hip hop creates demand.
That's no doubt.
As a culture, I mean, I was talking to somebody recently about the #1 export in the black community is culture, bro.
Yes.
You know
no fucking doubt.
Because we could come out, the right person could do the right thing, and all of a sudden it's the fucking wave. Like, niggas rocking their beards and shit like that the last few years and shit. That's some hip hop shit.
Yeah.
That started as some hip hop shit.
But Paul Mooney said it the best. He said, everybody want to be a nigga, but nobody want to be a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Word to Paul Mooney. Word to Paul Mooney.
Redneck rocking the beards now. Redneck rocking the beards now.
Shit, I was gonna say we talking about who's buying daughter Louis and fucking Gucci shit is the hood, and there's rich white kids trying to keep up with the culture of the hood.
Hey, can I just chime in real quick on something that y'all just brought up? Yeah. You know what makes me so mad? Like, we as people are $1 billion industry, but we be pissed as hell when our own friends charge us full price for a shirt.
Thank you.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh, like if I'm willing to give $1,000 to Louis Vuitton, I'd rather give it to my brother so he can start a name brand.
No doubt.
Like, why wouldn't you want your brother's name brand to pop off like Louis Vuitton? You could be the first one to start that. You could do a partnership with them and be like, hey, bro, I see a potential future business deal. I'll be your spokesperson. If you give me a slice of the company, let me market your shit for you. You know?
Real quick,
stupid.
Real quick on that field. Shout out to Honorable Earner. I don't know if you ever heard of him. He's a guy from Philly. He used to run around with Arab and his crew. He went to Timber out and he changed his life around. He goes around to, the youth centers and stuff, and basically big homies to these kids on the streets and calls them, man. Out the way to go selling drugs, all that good shit, and he has a little quote called Honorable Earner. So he has a website you can go and you can buy CMOS. You can buy a hoodie, sweatshirt. So I'm like, I want to go support the brother. He got a little clothing line. So I go to the site. He got hoodies for like $80. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, how much did you spend to make this shit, bro? Like, yo, you trying to get everybody fitted with yourself and you starting out. Why would you have shit? I mean, I think that being a businessman, if it costs you $10 to buy the hoodie and you maybe sold it for 20 or 30 or something, maybe a little profit, bro. But you going for the home run. I ain't buying an $80 hoodie.
But hey, Wide-Body, but at the same time, like, excuse me, like you were saying, but people will go spend that $80 on the same hoodie at the Ralph Lauren store.
Exactly.
But the thing, I think what Wide-Body's getting at is he's not established yet.
But why you got to be established? Why not? Hey, start with that dude. He should be coming up because, like, if I start selling hoodies at $20, right, and then all of a sudden I'm popular and I'm popping. And then I raise the price up to $80. Motherfuckers gonna call me out and saying, "Hey, yo, man, what's up?"
Hey, well, you're raising the price.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
So there's got to be so maybe he chose 80 because we don't know the whole story. He may have chose 80 because maybe that's the entry point right now for him.
There's somebody TV going on in the background, so I can barely hear you.
That's gigahertz, man.
But you don't understand what he had to put out to get these done. You're not ordering this stuff on a large scale. Like, you got factories. So if I can I gotta get 40 of these motherfuckers, man. I gotta recruit that. And then hope that I recruit it and then put them out again, and maybe the second time around or the third time around because they're coming off the shelves like hotcakes. I can cut the price on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like with my wife with her crochet. She charges a lot for her swimsuits, but the reason why because the shit is handmade. She's putting hours into doing this shit. It's not like she got a bunch of fucking seamstress or whatever doing this for her. This is coming from her hands.
But you don't have to validate that though. Why? I mean, RTO. Like we know your wife hand makes those. So when somebody sits down, I'm not trying. But if somebody got like a silk press and then all of a sudden just press on some gilded hoodies, like that's not worth $80. Like I could do that at the crib, bro. Like you know.
Yeah,
that's real.
On that too.
I mean, I say that because there's a lot of people who come at her like, damn, she's a starting up business. Wow, these shits are so expensive. Well, I can go to what's the name and get the same suit for fucking $40. I can go to wherever and get the same suit. But the thing is
I made it, bro. Like
it's one
straight
of
up
one.
made it. It's one of a kind, and you're not going to get anything like that ever again.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know what? Even with that one of a kind, in this day and age, like who's actually original anymore? You know what I'm saying? I remember, and I was telling my daughter, like I remember coming up, we used to try to find something that we know somebody's not going to be rocking, and make it fresh. So when we wear it, somebody goes, where'd you get that? You know what I'm saying? Because it was that whole culture of originality. You didn't want to be like everybody else. Now everybody sees one person wearing something and they run to that same store. They grab the same exact outfit and be out on the street like they fresh. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of biting. Even though this is mass produced, you ain't making your own stuff, but there's 4 of y'all just walk right past me wearing the exact same shit.
Right?
So
I was.
Just do you. Shit.
Yeah, we got a 2-point game.
The same thing, man. People. Bro, hey, have your own trend. Start your own swag, motherfuckers. Motherfucker roll one leg up and shit. Motherfucker try to be different, and that shit catches on, and then all of a sudden, motherfuckers just pulling one pant leg up on your sweatshirt, on your sweatpants.
3 cuts in your eyebrow, trying to wild out.
Word up, motherfucker might go with 4.
I ain't gonna front. I used to wear my pants leg up.
Me too.
With overalls, nigga. I ain't gonna even front.
Y'all used to do that shit?
Yeah.
I ain't never do that shit.
Hell yeah, I did that shit. What overalls?
You got one knickerbocker, one regular pant leg.
That's to show off them sneakers, man. That's why I did it.
Hey, exactly. Shit.
Look at these clean motherfuckers right here.
Bro, I just got my pennies. Shit, let's go.
Damn. We got a tie game. Damn.
All-star game?
I seen that bitch.
I'm very frugal when it comes to clothes. Like I find good deals on clothes.
You ain't the only one.
Coat factory.
Hey, bro, stop telling secrets, Fields.
Yo, I shop like once a year. And I might grab something here and there throughout the year, but my main shopping, like to throw down some money, is once a year, and that's between Thanksgiving to New Year's, because them jokers are up in the mall or at the outlets and all that other stuff, man. 70-80% off shit. Boom.
Yeah.
I'm fresh, and I walked out of there. I only spent $250, and I got enough outfits for like days.
But you feeling like $1 million?
Hell yeah!
I fucks with the clearance rack. Y'all kiss my ass.
Hey, bro, don't even get me started, nigga. I stayed at Nordstrom's rack, bro.
That's the first you have
to be going in the store. They be looking at me like
niggas don't be putting. Hey, bro. Hey, nigga, I done got many. I had a motherfucking back in the day. We had our fake jerseys and authentic jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, you had the Furby.
So I had a Reggie Miller authentic, and I got that bitch at fucking Nordstrom's rack. It was a 44 though, and I used to wear 48s. Hey, but that bitch was authentic though. It had the big holes in it, so I was like, all right, cool. I don't give a fuck.
You breathe, nigga.
Hey,
RTO had on the car cover out there.
Hey, bro, it was a Reggie Miller jersey, and that bitch was authentic. I was like, I was probably the only one in school with an authentic jersey. Nigga. I felt special as fuck. I got that bitch for $40.
Hey, he put that shit all. He put that shit on all the letters changed the bold font.
He got nipple
that out.
Like nigga, my NBA logo was stitched in this bitch. That shit wasn't still screen.
They're like, yo, nigga, is that your Audi?
Hey, right. Hey, he put it on. That joint look airbrushed.
That's
hey, nigga, I didn't give a fuck though. Shit, nigga, that bitch is authentic. That's all that matters. You can be a size too small, whatever. It's not tripping.
I hear you.
I hate you. That's funny though. Man, I gotta start getting ready again, man. Hey, man, Breakbeat Lou doing a set tonight. So I ain't gonna check that out.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday to the Zulu Nation, huh?
Well, yeah, to 206 Zulu. It's their 15th year anniversary.
That's what's up.
Salute. Hold up, man.
Can talk about out there breaking.
It's so beautiful to see the little kids breaking though.
Yo, and what was funny, right? So last night, they had the B-boy challenge. Comp, right? And it was the Bonnie and Clyde. They called it Bonnie and Clyde. So it was one dude, one girl, per crew, right? Now, granted, all of them were all crew. They all knew each other. But man, when they put the little kid group, the little Funky Monkeys, right, against some adults, man, and old boy was like, and old girl was like, man, should we go light on him? Old boy was like, man, fuck that. I didn't show the part when they were going at it, man. But yo, man, them cats was out there, up rocking, down rocking. They were. I had goosebumps the entire competition, man. Them cats were standing up. And then shout out to Pop Master Fable. He was in the building from the Bronx. Well, actually, he's from Spanish Harlem. And man,
God
Asia One, all these Alien Ness was there, man.
Ooh.
It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. And then Egyptian Lover, man, that dude turned the fucking show out.
Yeah, his 808 out there.
Hey, he had his 808, man. He was like, back in the day, because like he did his first set. He goes, "This is the set I did in 1984, I think it was, at the Coliseum." It was 10,000 people in there, man. We rocked this, and he did the same set with the same records he had in 1984. They were the same records. And then he goes, "Yeah, this is how we used to do it back in the day." He said 2 turntables, a mic, and a beat machine. And then he hits the button on the 808. Boom, dude, the freaking paint on the walls was rocking. And then he picked it up and started, playing in this shit. And then he got up there. Yeah, so I was supposed to have been filming all this, but I was rocking out. And then he got up there. He performed Egyptian Lover and shit. He was doing the fucking Egyptian walk and shit. But the funniest thing, though, yeah, and then Cuba showed his ass, man. Cuba showed
Of course.
Ass, man. And he showed his ass, man. Man, he only about 4 foot, 1 and 3/4,
Yeah. He showed his shit.
Big. Why he put the 3/4 on it?
Damn.
That's how he used to be young back in the day. He'd be like, I'm 5.5.
My mom used to do that shit. Oh, he's 5.5. Like, God, that's some significance. I didn't get a half fucking birthday present.
Yeah, right.
But you damn sure got a full ass whooping.
Yeah, we talking that slick, bro. One thing about my parents, man, I got the shit beat out of me. My brother, he was done when they got to his ass because he was a terror, bro. Like I'm looking at my mom and like, you gonna let this nigga get away with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
are you the oldest?
I'm the middle kid. I got an older sister.
Okay.
But yo, man, my mom was a black belt with the belt, bro. I think she could do the nunchucks and everything with that motherfucker. And he used to have a mobile whoop ass kit.
The nunchucks. A mobile whoop ass kit.
Break.
Hey, I want to play a guessing game with y'all.
Go ahead.
Housing guessing game.
All right.
California style. So, I got a house in Sassoon City, which is the next little city from where I'm at. So, it's kind of decent. It's all right. I mean, it ain't crazy, but it's decent. How much is a house that's 2,695 square feet, 4 bedrooms and 4 baths?
In the Bay Area?
You think?
In the Bay Area?
Yeah, it's a Bay Area, but not just the Bay. It's depending in the area of the Bay, because not all Bay's areas are the same.
So what's the city?
Some areas are more than.
Yeah.
It's in Sassoon, which is basically right by me.
Okay. So
a little further north than Vallejo.
You said 2,000 square feet and some change?
Yeah, 2,600 square feet.
Okay.
Well, 27.
How do you spell that?
That's a good amount of room.
875. Okay.
No.
No.
Hell no.
Sassoon City.
How far is that from San Francisco?
What you assume?
Sassoon, nigga.
Oh, my bad.
It's man, you didn't drive out here when you wasn't here. It's
you said it's near Vallejo, so it's by Fairfield.
Yeah, it's basically right a little north of Vallejo.
Okay, so
Sassoon City. Hold up.
You said 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, right?
Yeah.
You looking at about?
You said it's north of Vallejo.
It's just slightly north. It's basically right next to Vallejo.
Population.
It's right by where your cousins stay, Mav.
Oh, Benicia.
Not too far away. Yeah, they're very close.
I'm gonna say anywhere between 2.5 to 3 million.
Hell yeah.
That's your final answer?
I'd say 3/4 of a million, because that's right by the highway and shit.
No, 3/4.
Yeah, it is. It's off of
less than $1 million. No, but it's not any water. It's not any. I said 2.5 to 3 million. So it's not near any water, but it's close enough to the water. Like water.
It is by water though.
But not really though. It's like
Sassoon it's by water, but it's not by the bay, but it's by water.
I'm gonna say 2.5 to 3 million. 2.5 to 3.
All right, you said 2, Mav. You
I'm gonna say 3/4.
Clark, you said 8.
Yeah, about 8. About upper 700s.
Yeah.
Wide body, what you think?
I say 650.
Wide body wins.
For real?
535.
Price is right. Come on,
bro.
now.
For 2,200 square feet.
2,600.
Oh.
That's even better.
Yeah. That's
all right. So, with that one said.
But hey, what's the industry out there, man? Because the population is only like 29,000. What's
no industry? I mean,
so
it's just a little town. It's nothing huge or nothing. It's just a little town next to Fairfield.
Oh no, yeah, I was about to say Sassoon is like right off.
Yeah, it's exactly.
But it's kind of near water, so it's closer to 680. But
yeah, but it's not.
Thing is,
it's not buying nothing crazy, so that's why I'm saying it depends on different areas in the Bay. Not all areas. Like if this same house is in Oakland or San Francisco, it's in the millions easy.
Yeah.
Like so.
I didn't know
that's shit. Hold up.
Like that.
But bro, they got some new joints at the same 690.
But those are new though. I don't know if these are new.
Yeah,
these probably renovated.
This one's 2,695. This one's about 535. This is almost freaking King County.
King County?
Yeah, Seattle.
Oh, okay.
This is actually.
Hey, I thought he was talking about Brooklyn.
Nah.
Because that's
Sassoon is like a little pocket, so it's real. It's small. So there's not a whole lot of shit going
off
on.
Of 12.
So yeah. All right, same area. This time, excuse me, you got 1,200 square feet. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. How much?
Them bedrooms small as hell for 1,200 square feet.
350. 350.
I got one.
Nah, for like 425.
It's 405,000.
I say 425.
No, but you got 2 bathrooms. I say 350.
I say 405.
I say 380.
Clark said 405. Mav said what?
425.
Fields, you say what?
350.
Widebody?
Give me 450.
I got 380.
Clark is right on the motherfucking money. Clark out here looking at the shit on the internet.
I'm looking at the shit on the internet. Looking at the houses.
I'm like, looking on the internet like a motherfucker.
Hey, as soon as you said, hey, I got one for 1,264, I was like, hey, man, I just scrolled past that one here. Right here. I got the address too. You want that?
Goddamn Paseo Flores Drive.
Yep, 1610.
1610. I'm like, this nigga looking on the internet like shit. Oh, Jesus.
Mark was like, yeah, that's it.
God damn.
Got that silver looking Subaru in the front yard.
Probably a Forester or a Subaru Baja.
Baja
Forester.
Hold on. Where is it?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
And now, if I was to look at these same spots in Oakland, shit, I wouldn't even know. Shit's crazy. Yeah, what is that? I guess that's a Forester. I don't know, but yeah, that concludes this episode of Would That Be Gone For?
Would that be going for?
So what was you gonna do, Widebody? You were saying what's the situation?
For what?
What you said you was gonna do? That.
Oh, the what if?
What if? Yeah.
Okay. What if you had? What if you had your last meal on this earth? What would it be?
Oysters.
You gotta be a full course. You gotta.
It gotta be what? It gotta be what? One course.
Full course setup.
Okay.
Oh damn! You said full course. Shit.
Let me see. So I'm assuming that's what? Salad, appetizer, entree, and dessert, right?
Yep.
Oh, he was about to be mad at me because I was gonna get never-ending pancakes.
That's clever.
Look, and a water.
And a water,
nigga.
Hey,
refills all day, nigga. I ain't going nowhere in this bitch.
So is it? Hey, so is it soup, salad, appetizer, entree, dessert? Is that how it goes? Like the full course? Like it's all 5, right?
Yep.
All right, I got it. I know what I'm doing.
Damn, he got the Jimmy Buffett.
Hey, can we fly somewhere to go get it?
Right.
They bring it to you.
If it's caviar, you can.
No, like so. Can I fly to another country and eat it?
No, the same.
No,
They go.
I
can't have it delivered, man. It shouldn't be old.
They gonna Grubhub that shit.
Put it on one of those Concords. Bring that back.
No, hell no, man. It won't be good, man. Cause
damn.
All right, you can go over there.
Okay, bet. I already know what I want.
What we doing for appetizer?
Well, I got my whole 5 courses.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Fields.
All right, so look. So for my soup, I'm doing.
They playing for real now.
I'm doing a traditional lobster bisque
for
my soup. For my salad, I'm going with a Caesar salad.
Yes, sir.
For my appetizer, I'm going with oysters Rockefeller. For my entree, I'm doing the big tomahawk steak, medium. Excuse me, medium.
All right.
42 ounces. And then for dessert, I'm doing a vanilla creme brulee, and call it a day.
Air up there.
Damn.
That's That's my 5 courses. If that's my last meal for my life, I got you.
5 courses. Can we substitute like some?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I don't do all the dessert stuff, but I got my dessert to be liquid though. So
well, no, they got ice wine and stuff as dessert.
Liquid Hennessy.
Yeah, so no.
Right. Liquid Everclear.
I'm flying back to Germany.
Yeah.
That was a nice ass shot.
You about to have some blood sausage.
No, hell nah.
Some blood on sausage.
Headed back to fight it in the Oberpfalz, the small town called what's the name of that? Schmitz. There's a mom and pops, and most of the restaurants over there are mom and pops. There's a Gasthaus, right? I would get a cordon bleu mit Jägersoße and pommes. Now, Germans don't do you can probably find it, but when you order cordon bleu in Germany, it's pork. So it's not chicken ham. Yeah, so it's pork. So they take that pork, like the chop we have, and what they do with the schnitzel, they just beat it out, right? Pause until it's like flat, and then they put
pause on that beating out schnitzel.
Yeah, that's what
bruh.
I did. Yeah, I did. I already paused that. And then they put like cheese in there, and then some black forest ham. And then they fold it up and like stick the skewers in it, and then they bread it, and then they fry it.
Oh my God,
bro! They bring that to you, and you got a good cordon bleu because they have to warn you like there's either toothpicks in it still or the skewers are in there. So if you get a cordon bleu, there ain't no toothpick and no skewer. You got some, some manufactured pressed cordon bleu. And I want the Jägersoße, which is the Jaeger sauce, and hummus is French fries, and then like my appetizer is it'll be a Zeugel. It's a beer. I have a beer with my cordon bleu, and then dessert will be a beer.
There you go.
Hey,
and those are 1 liters too, so that's 3 liters right there. So.
God damn it.
Be pissing the electric chair. I know that.
Yeah, after the third one, that's all pissing like a motherfucker. Yeah.
My shit's gonna be extra dumbass gassy because if I'm gonna go out, gotta go out with a bang. So
it's like a refried bean.
A chimichurri.
So, he got some hot sauce for his burrito.
Beat on blue.
Baby, and it sure looks good to me.
Grande.
The appetizer, damn, appetizer be like spinach dip.
Spinach artichoke.
Spinach artichoke dip.
All right.
So he said it was a salad. Look, how are we doing this again?
You could do like a soup, salad, appetizer, entree, dessert, or whatever you want. Like 5 courses, whatever you want.
So I'm gonna skip the salad. It's gonna be some papoostas up in this motherfucker.
You trying to rush the die?
Nigga, I'm dying. Shit, fuck, whatever. Last meal, so fuck, whatever.
Balls.
Nah, I ain't doing all that.
Hog head cheese.
Hog head cheese and crackers.
Nah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that Michigan Pontiac shit right there. My uncle used to eat that shit.
Motherfucker have a 40 a potty meat. Go ahead.
Oh my God. My uncle used to eat that with barbecue chips.
Oh man.
Potted meat and barbecue chips, bro.
He was gassy as hell. He had to be.
And he ate Vienna sausages. My bad.
Ooh.
My grandma ate Vienna sausages, bro.
Yeah, my grandmother did too. Yeah.
Yeah, that potted meat looked like. Oh my gosh, that shit looked horrible.
My grandmother used to eat that, and she used to try to make me drink V8.
Nah, my grandma, she used to be a sharecropper, and she was just like, we used to pick cotton for Vienna sausages and honey buns.
Now I like honey buns. Now that's
Little Debbie joints or what?
Yeah, I think it's a little Debbie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't you mad when they went up to 35 cents?
Hell yeah!
I know, I felt crazy.
But which ones you like? The ice joints or the regular joints?
The regular joints. The regular
them ice joints go hard though.
But hey,
chocolate milk. Oh my god!
The regular joints you toss in the microwave is good for me.
Exactly. The regular
What about
joints,
the fresh lease joints? The fresh lease joints.
I never had that.
I don't know what heard of them before.
Yeah, the Hostess jumbo joints is dope too, man. Those are fucking
shit. It's Intimates all day. Intimates over here.
Intimates, I miss it.
Yeah, that's my great aunt. She Intimates all day.
I love it.
And some tasty cakes.
That too. I'll fuck a tasty cake up.
Yeah.
But all right, so said to skip the salad. Some pupusas with the damn
oh shit.
Yeah, it's going there. So
y'all gonna be fighting all the way to the chair.
Fizz nodding. It'd be self-propelled to the chair. Nigga. They ain't gotta push me. But motherfucker pupusas with the damn they got their own type of what's that shit called? The shit that you get at fucking KFC, the nasty shit, the coleslaw. They got their own type of kind of vinaigrette coleslaw that's good. Like so that meal's gonna be like a whole motherfucking Mexican platter. It's gonna have chili rellenos on that bitch. We gonna have rice, beans. Yes, the beans gonna be refried. Yes, indeed. Goddamn thing. Some tortillas. Give me a half a bottle of Tapatio.
You better die. You better die. Are you gonna die on the toilet?
Cause every bite is gonna be 2 shakes of Tapatio on every motherfucking fork on that bitch. Like shit. So
you better die after that meal.
Hey, so I said that there's this type of sour cream that I forget the name of it. It's not just regular. It's not like sour cream that you could put a dollop on, like the Daisy sour cream. It's not thick like that, but it's more what's the name of that type of fluid? It's a fluid that's the viscosity is kind of thick, but it's not
heavy whipping cream.
But it's more, I can't think of it. You know when motherfuckers be putting that shit on speakers and making a little dance and shit, whatever, like not cornmeal, but yeah. No, don't think about it as food, but it's a southern fluid, Natolian fluid, I think is what it's called.
Okay. I don't want none of that.
It's not a food, man. I'm just thinking of the viscosity. But it's
he put fluid on it.
God damn.
The do it fluid.
It's just shut up, man. It's a sour cream that's good as fuck. You had to go to like a Mexican restaurant to get it, but it's all good.
I'm taking that. I'm taking that, man. Hey, I'm about to make me some money, boy. Some do it fluid.
When you fart, it's gonna turn into a jet engine.
Let me get a box. Hey, let me get a box of condoms and some of that do it fluid.
Right, some of that do it.
So I'm gonna have that. It's gonna be motherfucking sour cream and guacamole, all that shit. Salsa and all that. This is drink. It's not horchata because horchata, I'll be really farting if I had horchata. This is drink. I think it's called Tamarino or something like that. It's more like a fruit type drink, but they do put like cinnamon in it and shit. That's just good as fuck.
Jesus.
But it's
fluid.
Man, whatever.
This ain't gonna be fucking farting in Spanish, bro.
Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Y'all killing me, so you're gonna have to deal with the consequences.
Hey, put that on a shirt. Put that on a shirt. Do it fluid.
So be eating that, motherfucker. I don't even know what the dessert gonna be. Shit, I'll be too full.
Do you like eating the shit that you about to eat?
Yes.
Damn. How
Chili rellenos is good as fuck if you
that?
had it for real. Like I'm telling you, I got partners as mothers been making this shit forever and shit. So I had it for real deal, not just some shit at Burger King. I mean, at Burger King with Taco Bell and shit. I mean, so for real ass Mexican food or Salvadorian food at that, that's good as fuck. So hell yeah, I mean some real shit. Fuck the bullshit.
T.O. going out with a bang.
Yeah, he going.
But I was saying the part that's gonna be making me fart is having the damn spinach and artichoke dip and then eating some Mexican food afterwards.
Eating some beans and that fluid.
Man, I can't say shit scientific with y'all niggas, man. Goddamn.
You know, some of that fluid.
I think it's cornstarch that they use to do that shit with the speakers.
What you talking about? You're talking about it.
I kind of trying to figure out what the fuck the name of the shit is, but god damn.
You trying to get the viscosity of the shit, huh?
Yes, I am. Shit.
Fluid.
It's food.
Like nigga, it's motherfucker royal purple fluid, nigga.
That's what Prince said.
Yeah, all this talk, man. I don't even know what the hell I want to eat. I'm about to make me a choke sandwich. Tell them to pull a switch.
God dang it.
Nigga, man, it's a royal purple, nigga. I won't need an oil change for 100,000 miles. How about that?
Yeah, that is true.
I did the synthetic. The synthetic shit, I don't know.
There's different varieties of synthetic. Not all of them created equal.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
But then you got cars that don't even need it. Like what I had, it benefits the WS6 about putting that in the motherfucking LS1. That's going to highly benefit.
Yeah. I had to put some.
Putting that shit in the Taurus, and I don't know if it's unless it's the SHO.
Damn.
I used to hate them shit.
I got my RAM. I kept that. It was to do. Got it from me. Kept the synthetic in it. So I just
RAM.
Yeah.
1500.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, that should be able to be cool. I mean, I don't think that engine.
I do it myself. I went
high compression engine. Is that a high compression engine?
I don't know. I know they said it's got a Mercedes engine in it. It's aluminum shits.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta put this in the chat. You gotta watch this all the way through.
Oh, you said you put it in the chat?
Yeah, hold on. Let's go. But you gotta watch it all the way through. You gotta watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
So who was next? Mav?
Hold on, let's see. Yo, hold up, yo. Is that roadkill, yo?
Watch it all the way through. Because it takes a left. A hard left.
The fucking
he out of here.
Dead. Oh man.
Oh, he on the menu. Oh no. Oh no. Yo.
Oh god.
Yo, he on the menu, yo.
Oh shit, man.
Nigga, Rabbits be on one, bro.
Oh shit.
Jesus. Wasn't expecting that.
Crazy thing is, I think they was just checking to see if they were still warm.
Yeah.
Ghost baby.
Goddamn necrophilia like a
motherfucker, right?
Wow.
I thought it was one of them little, oh, this poor bunny was staying next to his mate.
And that's when you played it. That's when you killed the Marvin Gaye. Got to give it up. Ooh.
Wow. They roll them over.
These niggas about to lose this shit. Damn. Ain't nowhere. Oh, they trying to win it.
So that's the only scenario you had, buddy?
Yeah, I just wanted to get. Damn, he fucking the shit out them. Excuse me, damn.
Did you just say that, wild buddy?
4,000 RPMs.
It's a PH.
He did hit him with the PSI though.
Hey, what if rap music? What if hip hop was hip hop didn't exist? It never did get created. Will we be on some cameo shit with Jerry Curl? We still have Jerry Curls and shit.
Hell no, not me.
If hip hop never was created, will we be on Jerry Curls?
Nah,
that shit had to. I don't think so.
But you gotta think, man. Hip hop would have been created. I don't think there would have been any other choice.
Yeah, that shit came out of, just desperate means, man. Because them cats wasn't, they weren't, even, I mean, jokers living up in that type of environment, they weren't welcome downtown. So they did what they had to do with what they had, man. And then you take those tools, what you have, and you like, yo, let's do it our way. But they didn't know what their way was, and then they made a way. You know what I'm saying? And it caught on. So like this whole thing is about, the anniversary this weekend. A lot of educational stuff going on. We had meetings of the minds and stuff like that. I mean, besides the concerts and the little shows like that, but my wife was with me the entire time. So, I talk hip hop in the house too all the time, and to my kids and shit, blah, 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 blah. They listen when they want to. Half the time they ain't fucking listening.
No doubt.
But, she learned a lot this weekend. She's actually looking up, and looking up the history. The people that was, on the panel from, Pop Master Fable, she's looking him up and like, yo, he did this. I said, babe. I told you, yo, this ain't no bullshit. I said, this ain't no 6 kids in Seattle put some shit. Well, it started off like that here, but, this ain't just a bunch of people just falling off the street. I said, this is major. I said, man, we had cats in from Honduras. We had cats in from the chapters in Los Angeles. I mean, cats coming in from New York. We had cats in from San Francisco. It was crazy. So, yeah, it's,
Old girl, Sayla was up in Illinois. With some
she was at the
she was in
Chicago.
Yeah. She was at the Founders.
Yo, okay. All right, Trey with the dunk.
Okay.
But I mean, it has a history now, man. Back when we were back in 88, 89, we were saying he's not even 10 years old yet. Let's give it some time. And now we got a history to it now, which is we're here now, and it's like, we can go back and just see how everything came together and fermented, if you will, man. It's a beautiful thing.
You have to teach. You have to teach it, though. You know what I'm saying? Not preach it, but teach it. And that's what's going on right now with with the sanctions, not the sanctions, but the separation in between the old heads, I hate using that term, and the young cats. Like and you sitting there saying that and we've had this conversation before. I might say something's trash, but I'll say that amongst y'all. But like I used to just go, yo, that's trash, and my kids be like, yo, no, dad, you just old head, blah blah blah. But I stopped saying that. The music was not made for me. You know what I'm saying? It's made for them, but I don't shit on it anymore because now when I do that and then I bring up like what I used to listen to, they like, oh, that's old shit, and they ain't even trying to listen. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep the door. I mean, this has been a lot of stuff that they were talking about this weekend, and we've talked about it in the past and hit on it. You got to keep the communication open between the younger generation and our generation, and even the generation before us, the founders. You know what I'm saying? That information has to flow, because if it doesn't flow, it's going to get lost in translation somewhere, which it already has. You know, because I can tell you this because when you say, I hate using the term GOAT, greatest of all times, because that shits on everybody that came before that individual you claiming as the GOAT, and that will come after that individual as a GOAT. You know,
time hasn't stopped, so it could be the greatest of all time.
I hate that. So when we get in these conversations like the greatest of all time was Biggie and Tupac, I'm like, oh, really?
Come on now.
So really, so like, like, or you know, we have our favorite era in the music and in the culture. However, don't say, the greatest era was the golden era, and then go as like 1990 to night. You know, stop doing that, because you're gonna offend somebody else that likes something else, before that or after it. And then once you have put those walls up, you're blocking the communication.
But I think, I think that conversation should also have like a caveat. Like, I think, like, if you have a preference, like I agree with you. You should never say greatest of all times to a degree. I think there are certain artists, certain people that no matter what era you play them in, no matter who you put them up against, they will hold water. You know what I'm saying? They will hold the test of time. So, like, having that argument, like, if you span it across generations, like, hey, like, there's some comparison, but this person has stood the test of time no matter what. Like, for example, like, I was just watching this documentary. Back That Ass Up has lasted 20 years.
Yes.
And it's a song that will literally stand the test of time no matter who on God's given earth will play it. And we're not saying it's the greatest song of all time.
No.
But it's argumentatively stood the test of time of decades of music. And it's never that's never next 50 years from now, people are still going to listen to Back That Ass.
Has it been 30, 20?
It's been 20, 99.
20.
Yeah, 20 years. I mean, so I hear what you're saying. I mean, because I think in our culture, we use that term a lot. Because, I mean...
We're really the only ones that do.
Yeah, we're the only ones that do. Because, like, I understand what you're saying. Like, stand the test of time. You make timeless music. You're not making the music that is trendy for that. You can stamp it in this little, box here. This was made between 92.
I don't really not fans of songs where they stamp it with a date. You know what I'm saying? When they be like 88 time to set it straight, it's like, damn.
But like Prince made records, man, that to this day you can throw in the club and people will
timeless.
It off. Yeah, they just make timeless music. And like Back That Ass Up, even though, like you said, it's not one of the greatest songs, but it will turn the freaking floor. I don't care what age group you can play that through. There was a clean version, there's a dirty version. Baby Got Back. I hate that song to death, but you can put that song on and people will lose their mind.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it affects you in two different ways too. You may love that song, or you like on my end, I'm running to the bathroom because I hate that fucking song.
Oh yeah, that's to go get a drink song.
Yeah, so I got it, but I just the greatest of all time. I get so tired of hearing that, because it's like. And that individual or that group of individuals that you call them the greatest of all time was influenced by somebody that came before them.
And that's why I prefer the top. Your personal top, like top 5, top 10.
And that's,
you can debate about it all day.
And that's, once again, that's preference too. You know what I'm saying? Because we had this debate. We've had this debate across across the regions. We had this when we did the who's the best coming out of these regions, and some of these people that we was bringing up, and some of the arguments, man, it was about to go to fisticuffs. But it's hip hop is communication. We gotta freaking communicate. Communicate positive too. It's gotta be positive communication. Kids has got to listen. I mean, we ain't got to put them on, but I mean, we ain't got to put them on say, yo, you need to start listening to this. But when they're ready to start listening to it, like when my kids came to me, it was like, Dad, hey, you got some Tribe Called Quest? Oh, do I? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Say no more, fam.
My youngest daughter said, Dad, because we was at there was a real popular shoe store, Nike. In Germany, I can't remember the name of it, but they had these Wu-Tang shirts in there. Is it Chic? No, man, Chic is that's Chic. Oh,
they said Germany.
Yeah, it's Germany. But anyways, they had the Wu-Tang shirts in there. You know, they had the cream joints. And my daughter goes, I want a cream shirt, Dad. I was like, no. I said, name me at least 2 Wu-Tang jokers. And she, you know, or give me at least spit one verse. And she couldn't. So I said, this is what I do. I said, once you can name me some Wu-Tang characters, and then at least tell me what song that album came from, then I get you the shirt. So she said, that's not fair, Daddy. But 2 days later, she goes, Dad, you got some Wu-Tang stuff? I said, do I? And I said, I'm going to give you the best, and I'm going to also give you the shit that just kind of came up. Because there's some guys I don't like in his personal preference. So I gave her all of that and let her listen to it at her own, you know,
leisure. Yeah.
At her own leisure. And guess what? She came back with me with the right answer. And guess what? I got her the cream shirt and the Wu-Tang shirt. Because she can wear that now, and if somebody steps to her, she got knowledge herself, you know, or knowledge of what she's wearing. So she don't look like, you know, I'm just wearing it because
an idiot. Yeah,
I'm just wearing it because there's a Kurt Cobain shirt up in the H&M. I bought it because it was good under my motherfucking flannel. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, education, man, communication.
No, I feel that. Yeah. That's one of the pillars of hip hop.
It sure is. Yeah,
knowledge.
But it's funny though, like I remember one time, I think she was in 8th grade, and she was in there cleaning her bathroom, doing her chores and stuff, and she was listening to some like some. We weren't calling it lo-fi and chill hop yet. This was like 2010, 11ish or something like that. But she was just playing these beats and you know, from off of SoundCloud, and she was playing one song by the Silvers. Jesus, I can't even remember what it was. And I was like, girl, what you listening to? She goes, yeah, this is, and I was like, no, sweetie, that is the original. She goes, no, they sampled it. And I said, no, that's the original. So I took her downstairs in the studio, pulled the record out, played it. 2 days later, she goes, Dad, can you make me a copy of that?
That's what's
Look,
up,
man, it's always something about hearing the original, bro. Like, I always like when I hear a sample, I'm like, man, what's the original?
Or when you find the original. I hate when I find the original and I've been all day digging and I put a record on and somebody freaking use it. I'm pissed. I put the whole record away.
Nah, man. I'm like the complete opposite, because you know that it's a song by. Are they called the originals? Hold on, let me look it up, because I think it's called the Exodus song. But Apollo Brown used it for How to Kill a God.
Yeah.
And I-20 used it on the DTP album. And
that is the originals. The group was called.
Yeah, the originals. Yeah, dude, I looked for that sample for like 4 years. And then I finally found it, and I was like, dog, this sample is so dope. I'm still gonna sample it. Forget it. Yo, hell yeah. I'm about to chop that. Hell yeah. I don't care.
I'll play with it like pause. I'll play with it like later. With some Do It Fluid.
Oh man!
Oh no!
We gonna play that later. Wait till we get off the phone. Oh no!
Yeah, just to kind of like, you know, if I'm you know, like I beat block or something like that.
If you're
stop, Clark. Stop it, man. Just stop.
But the beat block.
Said beat block.
Oh no!
Man, I gotta get off this chat, man. I gotta start getting ready, man. We came home today, man. I was tired. Now we're going right back up there.
Oh, man.
Damn. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was getting over this cold, man. So I think that's what took a lot of, you know. And then staying at a hotel, man, like 2 days. I'm like,
yeah, you can't sleep how you want.
Yeah, so
Man, my whole household been sick for 2 weeks.
Had mealworms in the pillow and shit.
Time to go. All right, well, we're going to end it on that note. The mealworm.
Beat blocking.
See that?
Beat blocking.
Mom, D-Man Q, Malik X, DJ Rec, and all that.
Like, grandmama, no.
Grandma, no.
Granny, no.
She said, "Get your punk ass out of here."
I'd like to thank DJ Clark the Spark, Black Mav, Gigahertz, Dap Dunlap, Fields, RTO Beats, Mr. Wallace, Mike Notes, That Blessed Girl, and a host of others. Please don't forget to check out the Master Channel podcast on the Master Channel on YouTube. We got Mr. Wallace, the first episode, and we got newly episode DJ J Bishop, all the way in Japan. Please go check out that nigga. Pause. Pause. Anyway, go check that out as well. Please, on Fridays, go check out the Scratch Magazine Producers Hangout, hosted by our comrade Anthony Gadget Mims. Also, go check out the Digital Hustle channel / Scratch Magazine channel for his podcast. He has So What You Saying. Don't forget to wear your misfit when you attend. Also, we got other podcasts going on as well. Just a host of things going on in that channel. Don't miss out. Go check that out as well. All-Star game going on. That's it, man. I'd like to say peace to everybody, man. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Buster. $5. Buster.
Oh, that could be his hard right here.
Buster.